man, what's happening with my subscribers, man? How y'all feeling today, this morning, tonight? How y'all feeling? Man, so I guess I see y'all, I'm in Atlanta. It's fucking 11 at night. You see this shit? I'm sweating. It's not because I'm fat. It's not because I'm fat. But check it out. This story right here, man. This story right here is for the youth and people like first termers, because this is what I experienced being a first termer coming to the county jail. So there's this dude in this, man, I'm gonna just say his name was Tex. You know, when you first come into the pod, you gotta kind of like look around and survey and see who's who. You'll see who the aggressive motherfuckers is. You'll see who the cool motherfuckers is. You see where the gang members is. You see where the Mexicans is. You're gonna see the dynamics when you come out. But you got to pay attention for who's the apex predators in that motherfucker. See, me, when I come into a spot, I figure out who the apex predator is, and I make him my prey, because he ain't finna do them tactics. Because a lot of that should be tactics, man. A lot of that should be tactics. And I know I ain't about to use one on me. So I identify who possibly, I identify. That's defense mechanism. That's what prison taught me. But that's what the streets taught me. Identify who may possibly be a target. Sometimes you may be wrong, sometimes you may not, but identify. So I looked at Tex, right? He pushing up on everybody in the unit. He roaring up on people and shit. Now I'm coming fresh from juvenile hall. I'm like, man, I hope I don't get into it with Tex. Tex like 23, been a YA and shit. Now I'm fresh from J unit, maximum security, juvenile hall. I didn't turn 18. They didn't send me to the county, man. In J unit, anybody been in J unit? No, man. They used to make us run like 50 laps every time we went outside. We running 50 laps and we working out. So by the time I got to motherfucking county jail, nigga, I was a chiseled little horse. I had a little oomph, because I've been working out. These big ass niggas in county jail been eating Dunkin' sticks and honey buns and making spreads with crackers and cheese and cup of noodles and shit. So I'm cool. We ain't had none of that shit in juvenile hall. We just had our standard tray and then extra snacks we got at night, but that's it. So I was cool. But anyhow, so when I come into the pod, man, it's me, Tex, and a couple other homies. They from Oak Park. They from Oak Park. So anyhow, man, this dude, I ain't gonna say this dude, because as I look back, you know what? It was wrong. I was pressured, but it was wrong. So anyhow, my Tongan partner, man, he from TCG, man. I know him from girls' school. I mean, not girls' school. I know him from going to school. I know him from juvenile hall being locked up. And me and him never had no problem, man. Because the Tongans and the black, whatever it was, but that I ain't had no problems with it. So we at the table playing dominoes, and this motherfucking armpits was stanking. I'm talking about, he smelled like an onion patch. This my partner though, but he's stanking. Man, they like, so the other bloods at the table, the other old part niggas was like, damn, that nigga got that Burdeffy. They was getting on him. It was like, ooh, that's them Peditskis. Cause man, his shit, I'm smelling like it was onioned out. So, all I could do when the game was over, I was like, hey, bruh, you need some deodorant and some other stuff? He was like, nah, it's good. But the old park niggas was like, hey, where your partner from? And I'm coming straight from action. So I'm coming straight from juvenile hall, and I'm not knowing about segregation. That Bloods is on this side, Crips is on this side. I ain't knowing that shit. I'm a young nigga. So when they asked me where he from, since he my partner, now going back, I probably might have said something different. I might have said I don't know or something. But I'm like, oh, he from TCG. It was like, TCG? Tongan Crip Gang? Tonker game? It was like, oh, nigga, he got to go. I'm like, why he got to go? They was like, he a Crip, and that's your partner, so you got to get him. So, therefore, you need to go get that nigga now. So, I'm like, damn, I don't even understand what's going on. I don't even know. They pushing politics on me based on I just came and I'm young. So, what ends up happening is I end up going to the blinds. I'm like, hey, come to the blinds. He's like, nah, Hooky. Cause back then they called me Hooky because I had a impressive hook head. I think it got fat. It got fat, and then like the hook, the hook filled in a little bit. I got a little hot dog back here, but the hook filled in. So anyhow, so when we go in the cell, like he had his cell, I had my cell. We was single cell. But I could hear him press the button, man. I could hear him press the button like, hey, man, in the county jail, you do not want to press the button unless it's an emergency. You got people that's damn near dying don't even want to press the button. People that's damn near dying don't want to press the button to get the police. But you know what? Shit, he in the wrong pod. Cause I called him to the blinds to fight. He was like, nah, Hooky, I ain't fucking with you. So when they went in, that's when he hit the button and then told him, hey, y'all got me in the wrong spot. They lock everybody down. He come out the cell, gone. Simple as that. But so anyhow, man, I'm in the motherfucking cell. It's the morning time. My cellie Joe from Detroit. They call him Boulevard Bully. But Detroit, Joe Menifee from Detroit, my partner. This nigga say, blood. They was calling somebody else. They was calling somebody up here one of them things. I know it ain't me, and I know it ain't you, because I know Jeff. I know him from the streets. We went to school together, all this shit. So I'm like, nah, I know it ain't me. So I go down to pan my tray down. Dude from MOB, from Compton. I don't even know why this nigga pushing up on me in my county jail. So, but I'm young. Like I've been in county jail a week now. I'm young, so I don't know. So this nigga push up on me like, man, this nigga text say that you were one of them. I was like, man, I don't even know what the fuck he talking about. So anyhow, I guess they was on my linea the whole night. They was on my linea the whole night. So motherfuckers didn't know what they was talking about. So basically, what they was doing is they were saying this, dude, my partner was a Crip. So therefore, I had to get him. I wasn't in agreement with that. I ain't part of the game. But at the same time, I did buck a little and I called him out to the blinds and he turned it down. I did do that much. But because he escaped, they didn't like that. So they're saying, since that was my partner, I gotta get him. And since I couldn't get him, I'm a Crip too. Basically, I'm a Crip too. So I was like, man, I'm not understanding these politics. I come from juvenile hall. I'm not understanding what's going on. So the older homie from the Heights, he kept getting me, and we go to tech cell. He like, man, my younger homie ain't no Crip, man. I don't know what you're talking about. Why you keep saying that? He said, this dude didn't get old boy, so therefore he won too. And his name is Dirty Kurt. His name's supposed to be Dirty Bert. I said, my name Dirty Kurt, no matter how you look at it. Dirty motherfucking Kurt. That's my name. But remember, I'm a little kid. I'm 18, fresh 18. I'm talking about fresh. I'm talking about 157 pounds fresh. Tech's already grown ass 24, been a YA and all this shit. So, man, I'm trying to figure out. I'm thinking about how to get out of it, but I ain't sure. So anyhow, when my big homie walk over there with me and my big homie try to help me, man, the end result is the big homie was like, man, you just gonna have to fight this nigga. I'm like, all right, it's nothing, because in juvenile hall, I was scrapping too. Scrapping is nothing. But I ain't never fought no grown-ass man. And this nigga Texas, he built like a little ox. So anyhow, man, so we set up the fade. Right? In county jail, you hear doors, click, 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 coming around. So what's gonna happen is when I come out for dinner, I'm gonna wait for his cell to open. When his cell opens, then we just gonna get it on. But I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. I had me a soap on the rope, which is 2 bars of soap in a motherfucking sock. I had that in my waistband. Man, I was so spooked. Do not laugh at me. Don't laugh, man. But I was spooked. I went to the cell. I was like, hey, how long we gonna fight for? He said, hold on, cause I got to do the hand motion. He said, don't worry, I'm gonna make it short and sweet. I was like, oh shit, he about to beat my ass. I better fight for my life. So next thing you know, the motherfucking doors came open. When the doors came, you could hear him, like I said, you could hear him coming, click, 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 click. Man, when his door, that's right.